While at Newman, I wrote a paper on the Franciscan tradition and the life work of St. Francis of Assisi. His mission was about sharing, but not to anyone in particular, but to everyone with which he came into contact, and how he could positively impact their lives. What value and what a fulfilled life he lived. He was a man of true integrity. Humility. The word compete comes from the Latin words com and pateri, which mean together and seeking respectively. As the meaning should imply, the purpose of competitive youth athletics is to gather and encourage in one staging area an environment in which children can challenge themselves while learning valuable lessons on social interaction and behavior. The message or goal should not be about winning at any cost, but more importantly, how to act and behave in these forums. Are we as providers, teachers, coaches, mentors teaching the right lessons? What does it take to be humble? It takes a strong individual who is willing to rise above animosity, adversity, jealousy, anger, and defeat, and come away with a perspective that you don't change whether you win or lose. One of the first messages I shared often with the kids I coached was, win or lose, the sun will rise tomorrow. Your life doesn't change over one game, so enjoy the opportunity, and either way, win or lose, be humble. So, after understanding all of the virtues that build strong individuals, how do we apply these concepts to teach our athletes? Where is the value in all of that money, time, energy being spent on our youth? I like to think it is in the life lessons they learn. The character, the discipline, the humility, the integrity, the determination. What is it we truly want for our children? As I was thinking about this, I came to a resounding conclusion. At the end of the day, we as parents invest a lot of time, energy, and finances into our kids and their opportunities to play youth sports. Why? Do we do it with the grandiose picture of our kids playing their sport at the highest level? I suppose there are some who would say yes. But the percentages are staggering in the direction of minute for those who actually succeed to make it to the highest levels. Baseball, 3% of players get drafted, but between 80 and 90% of those never make it above A baseball. In football, 215 in every 100,000 high school players play pro, 0.2%. In basketball, the number is even less, at 0.02% of high schoolers. And in hockey, roughly 2 million hockey players in North America alone, and there are only 700 players in the National Hockey League. That equates to less than 0.0004% will ever make it to the NHL. So are we doing it all with the intent that they will become that small percentage, or is that we invest so much in our children so that they can say they won a game, a tournament, a championship, or is there a larger dynamic at work here? Are we trying to build strong human beings? My investment is on the type of person I want my children to grow up and be. Discipline. I, for one, hated being told what to do, but oftentimes I hated the way in which the message was delivered. I have a profound respect for a former coach, Ken Hitchcock. I actually consider myself a disciple of his coaching style, but I would often find myself sitting at the back of the bus, consoling my teammates following the tongue lashing that they had just received during or following a game. The fact of the matter is, they were missing the point, but that was lost in translation. Discipline is defined in two different ways: training that corrects, or control gained by enforcing obedience or order. People want direction, but they also want to be treated with respect. My teammates just tuned out the coach because they didn't like the delivery. They wanted to listen, they wanted to follow. What he was saying was almost always correct, but that didn't matter because they couldn't get past his approach. Training that corrects is teaching with a purpose.